Hi there, welcome back to our channel. What new things to learn today? One more time, we would like to invite you to take part in the conversation between me and Mrs. Harris. We will talk about the personal questions in the U.S. citizenship interview, which are focused on the N400 application form and how to answer them. Mrs. Harris will ask me some questions, and with each question, I will give out some answers for you to choose. Now let's listen and practice with us.
Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
You could say something like, "Yes, I do." Or, "I do." Or, "Yes, I promise to tell the truth."
Do you swear or affirm that the statement you will give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
You could say something like, "I do." Or, "Yes, I do." Or, "Sure, I swear."
Please show me your paperwork.
You could say something like, "Yes, here you are." Or, "Okay, here are my passport, driver's license, and green card."
Can you give me all your passports, state-issued identification, and permanent resident card?
You should say something like, "Yes, here you go." Or, "Sure, here they are."
What's your name?
You should answer your officer's question by stating your name. For example, "My name is Ali Shakin." Or, "I'm AJ Patel." Or, "I am Fiona Tishenko."
What is your current legal name?
You should answer your officer's question by stating your name. For example, "My current legal name is Sally Harris."
Have you used other names before?
You could answer, "No, I haven't." Or, "No, I have never used other name before."
Do you want to legally change your name?
You could answer, "No, I don't." Or, "No, I don't want to change my name." Or, "Yes, I do."
What is your social security number?
You may answer, "My social security number is 123456789." Or, "It is 123456789."
What is your gender?
You may answer, "I'm male." Or, "I am female." Or, "I'm a woman."
What is your date of birth?
You should reply with your exact birthday. You could say something like, "It is November 8th, 1973. Or, "I was born on June 27th, 1982. Or, "My date of birth is January 25th, 1990.
What is the date of your admission to become a lawful permanent resident?
You could say something like, "It was on April 10th, 2011. Or, "I was admitted on February 7th, 2015. Or, "I became a lawful permanent resident on December 18th, 2012.
In what country were you born?
You could say something like, "My country of birth is India." Or, "I was born in Mexico." Or, "I'm from Bulgaria."
What is your country of citizenship or nationality?
You may answer, I'm Vietnamese. Or, my country of nationality is Cuba. Or, it is Bangladesh.
Are you requesting an accommodation because of your disabilities or impairment?
You could say something like, no, I'm not. Or, no, I am not requesting any accommodation.
What is your phone number?
You may answer, my phone number is 915-376-5562. Or, it is 915-376-5562.
Where have you lived during the last 5 years?
You could say something like, I have lived at 1173 Euclid Avenue, apartment 605, Miami, Florida, 33139. Or, I lived in Indianapolis for 3 years, and then I moved to Fort Wayne. Or, I have lived at 1102 East 22nd Street in Cheyenne since 2011.
What is your current home address?
You should reply with your current address. I am currently living with my mom at 32 Portland Boulevard in Dover, New Hampshire, 03820. Or, I live at 23 Waverly Place in New York City, 10014. Or, I have an apartment at 51 South Orange Avenue in Yuma, Arizona, 85364.
How long have you lived at your current address?
You could reply, I have lived at my current home address for 9 years. Or, I have lived there for 5 years since I came to America.
Are either of your parents U.S. citizens?
You could answer, no, they are not. Or, no, 2 of them aren't U.S. citizen.
Were your mother and father U.S. citizens before your 18th birthday?
You could answer, no, they were not. Or, no, they weren't American citizen.
Is anyone in your immediate family a U.S. citizen?
You could answer, yes, my wife became a citizen last year. Or, yes, my 2 children are all citizens. Or, no, no one in my family is a citizen yet.
What is your race?
You could reply, I am black. Or, I'm white. Or, I am Asian.
What is your eye color?
You may answer, my eye color is black. Or, it's brown.
How much do you weigh?
You could answer, I am 110 pounds. Or, I weigh 125 pounds.
What is the color of your hair?
You may answer, my hair is brown. Or, it's gray. Or, I have black hair.
How tall are you?
You may answer, I am 5 feet 2 inches tall. Or, 6 feet 1 inch.
During the last 5 years, what jobs have you had?
You could say something like, I have had only one job. I am an accountant at Jasper and Rhodes. Or, I am a student at Danbury College, but 2 years ago I got a part-time job working at Burger Palace. Or, I have worked for A&M Home Improvement as a foreman for the past 2 years. For 3 years before that, I worked for them as a carpenter.
What is your job right now?
You could say something like, I work as a welder at Acme Automotive. Or, right now I'm a cashier at Wyndham Pharmacy. Or, I am a lab technician at Mercy Memorial Hospital in Spokane.
What is your marital status?
You could answer, I am single. Or, I'm married. Or, I am divorced.
How many times have you been married?
You could answer, I have only been married once. Or, I have never been married. Or, I have been married 2 times.
Have you had a marriage annulled?
You could say something like, no, I have never been married. Or, no, I have never had a marriage annulled. Or, yes, my marriage in China was annulled 5 years ago. I married my current wife a year later.
Is your spouse a U.S. citizen?
You could say something like, yes, she is a U.S. citizen. Or, no, she isn't, but she had green card. Or, yes, she became a U.S. citizen last month.
Have you taken any trips outside the U.S. in the last 5 years?
You could say something like, yes, I have. I have taken 4 trips to my country. Or, no, I haven't taken any trips. Or, yes, I took only 1 trip 2 years ago.
How many trips of 24 hours or more have you taken outside the United States in the past 5 years?
You could reply, I took 3 trips during the past 5 years, 2 trips last year, and 1 trip 2 years ago. Or, I took only 1 trip. My family went on a vacation last winter to Europe. Or, I haven't been outside of the U.S. during the past 5 years.
In total, how many days have you spent outside of the United States in the past 5 years?
You could reply, I only made 2 trips to Taiwan and Australia, so that was 20 days altogether. Or, I visit my family in Ecuador every May. I was there for 45 days in the past 5 years. Or, I took only 1 trip to Jamaica for 10 days.
What was the purpose of your trip?
You could say something like, just for visiting my family. Or, I went to Canada for a vacation. Or, I went to Australia with my boss for working.
How many sons and daughters do you have?
You could say something like, I don't have any children. Or, I have twin baby girls. Or, I have 1 daughter and 1 son.
What are your children's names and how old are they?
You could say something like, my daughter Sophia is 10, and my son Raphael is 5. Or, they are James and Marcus. James is 8, and Marcus is 10 months.
Do all your children live with you now?
You could say something like, yes, they do. Or, no, only my daughter lives with me. My son lives with my mom in India.
Are your children citizens or lawful permanent residents?
You may answer, they are all lawful permanent residents. Or, my daughter is a U.S. citizen and my son is a lawful permanent resident. Or, they are citizens.
Do you have any dependents?
You may answer, no, I don't. Or, yes, I do. Every month, I have to pay alimony to my former wife because my son lives with her.